the TV keeps calling us blacks and whites. So we fill Facebook and riots with racist fights. But my friend, I don't see your color or race. All I see is the frown or the smile on your face. The truth is, I've rarely known racism, except the hatefulness spewed by the television. In my daily life, all colors get along. Yet my heart breaks with stories of all who've been wronged, so I'm not saying everything's perfect with my head in the sand. On the contrary, this is me taking a stand and using my voice to say all is not lost, as millions of non-racists are conveniently glossed right on over by media who wants us divided, who sell problems and fear and insatiable riots. If we want more love, we must focus on that, not some handful of idiots wearing pointy white hats. If you were to say to a child that Black Lives Matter, they would look up from their friends like their world had been shattered. Because until we're taught race, we don't see the skin on our friends. So let's look through the eyes of a child once again. We actually fuel racism and furthermore attacks with our words when we say that a life can be black. By trying to fix the problem directly, we magnify the division and further polarize the racists in their hateful positions. So even though the problem feels right under our nose, we must remember that whatever we focus on grows. But anyway, this whole thing isn't even about race. We must look deeply at the agenda behind the news in our face. As soon as we stepped out of our homes from COVID, a common enemy that had us feeling oddly united, we were baited into a race war to keep us distracted, while the billionaires smile as their plan is enacted, to take more control and rig another election, while so many of us are blind to the obvious deception. So friends, let's see beyond our arguments and feel in our hearts a new commitment to stand all together, all colors and races, and face the true enemy that seeks to evade us. Their weapon is fear, and they count on our anger. So let our wide open hearts be our sovereign answer. Let's radically forgive and throw bricks made of kindness, and leave the hatred of old generations behind us. Policemen, if you hear me, please speak your truth. Wouldn't you say that we're ready for a peaceful truce? We all agree that what happened to Floyd was awful, and what that officer did was completely unlawful. But that doesn't mean that all cops are monsters. In fact, despite the acts of a handful of imposters, the vast majority of us in America want peace. In every home, community, city, and street. Every moment we forget that, we find it easier to fight, and to blame, and to argue, and to try to be right. Our only hope now is to expand beyond fear, turn all media off, so the truth can be clear. Let's use our comments to share heartfelt solutions, and keep our eyes on the prize of human evolution. Don't worry when you hear some scared people say that besides anger and bloodshed, there's no other way. No propaganda can drown out the power of love. When our kindness shows what our hearts are made of. Let's infect a pandemic of upward joy spirals and open our hearts to let love go viral.